So, Dave, tell me about the 4 different interactive styles. I'd love to know a little bit more in depth about the different behavioral cues that we can look for.
Sure, absolutely. And let me just preface all this by saying interactive style is not genetically predetermined. It's a product of your life experiences, and no one can definitively explain why you have the interactive style you have at this point in your life. But I would imagine it's a combination of the people that you've been around, the situations you've been in, and it's a form of schema, as we talked about before, so your experiences will impact your interactive style, which means that, your experiences aren't over. You're going to have more experiences, and they could adjust your interactive style. But I do think as we get older, some parts of our previous life become pretty compelling, and it's almost like cement. Our interactive style starts out probably pretty wet, and we can manipulate it, but as we get older it probably starts to harden, and this is our style. Now, having said that, there's 4 archetypal interactive styles, iconic styles. The romantic, the warrior, the expert, and the mastermind. So let's start with romantic.
Okay.
Romantics are most sensitive to emotion. So they're experiencing the world through a schema that has a heightened feeling element, emotional element. So when they walk into a room, there's a lot of, they're not happy. They experience that. So that obviously impacts their behavior. They tend to not want as much conflict, because conflict is a negative emotional experience, so they tend to be very tactful, very diplomatic, very charming. So if we look at romantic behavioral cues for people that are doing consultative selling, a romantic will probably be more friendly, more, just trying to build a relationship and trying to spread positive emotional energy with the person they're with. That includes an easy smile, asking your name, being very talkative, engaging in conversation that's really unrelated to the purpose, but more about getting to know you, and
Right.
do you deserve my trust, and are you good? Because we typically form better rapport and quicker comfortable relationships with people that share our style. So if I'm a romantic style as a consumer, I'm trying to get to know your name, get to know a little bit about you personally, because that's what I would want.
Right.
So obviously later when we talk about appealing to these romantics, they're looking for a salesperson who shares that approach, if you will. Does that make sense?
It does.